I am Timothy Blodgett, and I went to the group discussion, How Prejudice Changes the World, a dialogue on the impact of religious conflicts, and we discussed religion in general, basically. I do not believe our group achieved true dialogue, although everyone did contribute to the group discussion. Not many of the people in the group were actively involved, and our group focused mainly on topics surrounding the central topic, but we did not discuss the main topic thoroughly enough for true dialogue. We discussed what defines us as a person, which was interesting at the time because many people chose religion as their defining characteristic, but when I thought about it further, we are living in the South and religion has more of a presence here than up north or out west. We then discussed how people can be judged by these traits, and the different stereotypes that each religion has. We got into smaller groups for this discussion and compared two different religions just to see how similar and how different these religions actually are. Most of them turned out to be quite similar. It's just we perceive them differently. We ran out of time before we could talk about the main topic very into depth, and we didn't even talk about religious conflicts within the effect they have on the world. There were a few active voices within our group. They probably felt more passionate about the subject than the other people, or they just are more social and more willing to give their opinion. But after every new topic was introduced, these people would always add a new idea or a new opinion on the subject, and they might add multiple ideas every little discussion we had. There were a few reserved voices in our group who could be reserved for many different reasons, but they only contributed one or two times without having to be asked a question or asked for their opinion on the subject. I would have probably been more one of the reserved people in the group because I was more apathetic to the subject. I don't think that religion should, or I know it does, but I don't think it should have more of a control on how people look at other people, I guess, and judge them. But I've always been more of a reserved person, but I'm always actively listening. I'm never thinking of something else. I'm always on topic, I guess. Dialogue is part of Library 100 because students need to learn of how to actively discuss subjects on a level that brings everyone to a final understanding that might not change the people's opinions, but at least everyone comes out with the right knowledge that the dialogue was intended for them, had intended them to take away from the subject. And with a dialogue, no one's views are put down, only new information is given to persuade them, I guess, to look at it from a different perspective. Also, many people did not have dialogues in their high schools and need to become familiar with this type of learning that is common in some college classes. We have already had a couple in our literature class. I personally believe dialogue is a useful tool because it gives people the opportunity to present their side of an argument without having the risk of them being put down by the other side, and everyone wins in the dialogue because everyone takes away a new perspective and new information that they did not have before. I think for the whole program, more people would be active and interested in the dialogue, and in if they changed the topics and had more to do with the other majors, because many of these topics were social topics where many people don't enjoy talking about that. They would much prefer talking about technology or science or other topics, I guess. But that's it.